This week, Ethereum took a nosedive, crashing from above $2,000 to a shocking $1,800. That's a 13% free fall in just 7 days. From its glory days near the top, Ethereum has now lost a staggering 60% of its value. The altcoin giant is now struggling to hold its ground as selling pressure ramps up to extreme levels. In addition, the charts are screaming red alert as Ethereum faces strong resistance from key exponential moving averages. Are bears in full control? Is this the end for Ethereum? With such a massive drop and no clear support in sight, the question on everyone's mind is, will Ethereum recover, or is this just the beginning of a deeper crash? Don't miss out on the latest updates. If you want to stay ahead of the game and know exactly where Ethereum is headed next, smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to join our community of crypto enthusiasts. Drop a comment below and let us know, are you buying the dip or is it time to sell? Let's discuss. Alright, first, we intend to conduct a seasonal analysis for Ethereum in terms of USD over the past years, from 2020 to 2025. Comparing these charts reveals that Ethereum's best performance dates back to 2021, where it experienced a very strong and consistent uptrend from January to December. Prior to that, in 2020, we also observed a somewhat similar performance, and Ethereum made its fans happy during these 2 consecutive years. However, in 2022, we witnessed Ethereum delivering negative returns and going through a significant downtrend. In 2023 and 2024, it returned to an upward trajectory, but the situation in 2025 is far from favorable, and we see a disappointing negative return of 42% from January to March. After reviewing the historical trend of recent years, let's examine the current sentiment of this popular cryptocurrency based on the buy-sell neutral states provided by TradingView. As you can see on the daily time frame, based on what the oscillators are predicting for us, the majority are in a neutral state, with 2 oscillators in a sell position. Overall, based on the oscillators, the sentiment is sell, and none of the oscillators suggest a buy position. If we look at the moving averages, the situation is even worse. Out of the 15 indicators reported by TradingView, 13 are in a sell position, 1 is neutral, and 1 is in a buy position, resulting in an overall strong sell sentiment. Then, combining these 2 categories, oscillators and moving averages, leads to a strong sell conclusion. Now let's move on to the chart to dive deeper into the details and see what has happened to Ethereum and what the future might hold. First, I would like to draw your attention to the Ethereum chart versus Bitcoin. As you can see, a historical horizontal channel has formed here since 2017. After the price touched the upper boundary of the channel since September 2022, Ethereum's value against Bitcoin has experienced a significant downward trend. If you observe the weekly time frame and focus on the last 3 candles, you will notice the formation of a 3 black crows pattern, which strongly confirms the potential for further decline. It appears that the decline in Ethereum's value relative to Bitcoin could continue toward the lower boundary of the channel without any significant resistance, implying a potential 22% additional drop. This pattern again indicates strong Ethereum selling pressure and the likelihood of a continued bearish trend. However, for a final decision, it is necessary to consider other technical indicators and market conditions as well. Okay, as you can see, the Ethereum chart is oscillating within a large triangular pattern from 2021 to 2025. At the upper edge of this triangle, we have a strong resistance that Ethereum has attempted to break several times but has always failed. On the lower line of this triangle, Ethereum has enjoyed strong support, which we even observed again on March 11, 2025. However, alongside this triangle, we notice a key historical horizontal resistance around the $1,737, which dates back to 4 years ago when Ethereum first achieved this record in its history. Now, unfortunately, after 4 years, Ethereum has returned again to the same level. Of course, this is not the first time this has happened, but it may be a different one. As you can see, this historical line has been tested multiple times by Ethereum, and this cryptocurrency is oscillating disappointingly around this line. Next, we aim to examine the periods when Ethereum has been below this key line. The first time was in 2021, when Ethereum stayed below this line for about 10 days and experienced a 24% price drop below the line. The second time was in 2022 to 2023, when it remained below the line for about 287 days and experienced a 47% price drop. The third time was in 2023, when it stayed below the line for about 69 days and dropped nearly 12%. Currently, we are witnessing the intersection of this key horizontal resistance with the lower line of the triangle, creating an area of confluence. The critical question here is, will this extremely important area be broken or not? The concerning point is that if it is broken, it could lead to a sharp decline in Ethereum's price. Recalling the first part of the video, we discussed the market sentiment, where there is currently strong selling pressure, and the bears are making serious efforts to take control of the market. Next, to analyze the dominant market trend, we will use triple moving average indicators. For this purpose, let's first examine the 9, 21, and 50-day configuration, which is a popular setup for Ethereum. By using the 9/21/50 TMA configuration, you can effectively trade ETH/USD with a balanced approach that combines responsiveness and trend confirmation. We can see that here we have a crossover between the 9-day and 21-day moving averages, followed by a crossover between the 21-day and 50-day moving averages. Currently, the positioning of these three lines indicates a strong bearish trend, confirming that the market is heavily bearish. Even if we change this configuration and update it with new values such as 21, 50, and 100, we still observe these crossovers, and this configuration also confirms a strong bearish trend. Therefore, to summarize, we must point out that with this strong bearish condition, if these historical resistances are broken, Ethereum will face a much tougher situation in the remainder of 2025, potentially comparable to what it experienced in 2022 below this key line. So we must wait and see whether buyers will return to the market to support Ethereum or not. Please subscribe.